Hello, and welcome back. Last episode, I finished collecting things that I shan't say anymore for all the characters. Also last episode, I did the Fallen Arm Collectopaedia, and tried to do the Valak Mountain Collectopaedia, but the video file was corrupted or something, and was making the video fail, and so I'm re-recording it, and putting it in now. Okay, one more time with this Valak Mountain. I'm using a different allergy medication this morning. I don't think it works as well as the other one. Anyways, in the vegetable category, we have the sour radish. The sour taste will give you a kick, often used in alternative medicine. Quackery! We have the ice cabbage. Only grows in cold places. It looks spicy, but actually, it's not. Girl courgette. A cute red courgette. Sweet and succulent. Amethyst vanilla. A strongly sour veg to warm you up. Available in cold lands. Tastes okay. For this row we get heavy boots. In the fruit category we have the sour grape. And astringency results from chewing. Ferment for a wonderful fragrance. I still don't know what astringency means. I should look that up. Ruby mangosteen. A fruit that sparkles like a jewel. Outshines other fruits in tanginess. Fire apple. Looks like an ordinary apple, but one bite and you'll be spouting flames. The ether plum. A satisfyingly sweet plum that is popular with the ladies. For this row, we get Chill Defense 3. In the flower category, we have the Fortune Mallow. Popular with women and children. Some find it too beautiful to behold. The Black Peony. When a petal falls, it emits a sound that makes the heart leap. Fatal Belladonna. Looks like a fairy at play. Makes everybody smile. For this row, we get Confuse Resist 3. In the animal category, we have the Mud Squirrel, which I imagine would be bad on a frozen mountain. Secretes a protective oil on its skin. A great little swimmer. The Crystal Frog. This frog collects fulgurite pieces and sticks them all over its body. Ice Monkey. Dwells in rock crevices in cold lands. Its skin is smooth like ice. And the wet rat. That always takes me by surprise. Although it has thick, soggy fur, cuddling one keeps you warm. And it somehow doesn't freeze on this mountain. For this row, we get Aura Heal 2. In the nature category, we start with the Gypsum Branch. A branch from the ice tree. The ice tree. I don't know what ice tree it means. Sends a beam of light into the sky at night. Black Ash. Textured stone made up of lumps of charcoal. Emerald Snow. Green snow made of wind-scattered leaves accumulated over time? Where do the leaves come from? Anyways, Rabbit Stone. A red gemstone the color of a rabbit's eye. Can you tell that I'm tired of reading this over and over again? And the Broom Icicle. Finely branched like a broom. It's useless for sweeping though. The Broom Icicle and the Gypsum Branch are the hardest to find. They only appear at night. The Broom Icicle shows up near the Ice Flower on Earl Crevasse, and the Gypsum Branch most easily appears south of the Herrick Chapel. For this row, we get the Heavy Gear. In the strange category, we have large handcuffs. Did take Ryan long to name these. Big green rings made of monster fur. And the Frost Glass. Shulk was shivering as he named it. No one knows if it's ice or glass. For this row, we get chill +3. And for the whole page, we get the Tsarasis Cutlass. I think this is what I have equipped to Dunban at the moment. You notice it has some interesting auto attack stats. Also, in the last episode, one of Dunban's new skills prompted a question about a game mechanic. The Armour weight stat. It's actually somewhat interesting. The weight stat indicates how much a piece of armor inhibits the character's movements, with the weight values of all equipped armor being subtracted from the character's agility stat, reducing their chances of dodging and landing hits. Heavy armor typically has high weight, while light armor typically has low weight. The sleek oil that I currently have equipped on Shulk has a weight of 0, due to being literally just oil spread on the body. You poor bastard, I made you so goofy looking. While something like the heavy gear has a weight of 4. Note that I specified that it's an indication of how much a piece of armor inhibits your movement, not its actual weight. For example, the Empress mask that Melia was wearing throughout the High Entia tomb has an unusually high weight value for a piece of light armor, at 5. It's actually one of the 3 heaviest headpieces in the game, tying Fiora's Power 4 goggles and the heavy class Graciel helm. There's a couple of theories for why this is. One is an in-universe justification that it inhibits her vision somewhat, resulting in a higher value. Another is just that it was originally a medium or heavyweight piece of armor, but Melia doesn't naturally have the ability to wear medium or heavy armors, so it was labeled as light armor without changing its stats. As always, I've got links to my Ko-fi and Redbubble in the description below, if you'd like what I do and or want my art in your things. You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe. Alternatively, a better use of your time and money might be providing aid and support to Palestinians, as they suffer under the latest atrocities of an 80-year-long assault on their human rights. I'll put a link for that in the description too. For now, it's showtime! A couple of episodes back, I found myself on the losing end of a fight with the strongest unique... Really, guy? I'm not here to fight you. A couple of episodes back, I found myself on the losing end of a fight with the strongest unique monster in Sword Valley, Mischievious Naberius. While researching ideas on what to do about this sick freak, I uncovered a number of strategies others have used against it. One I employed last episode against Barbaric Citri, using the chain attack as a defensive tool. If you trigger a chain attack just before an attack hits, the party can't be brought below 1 HP, which will have been stellar against Titan Stomp, or Stamp. Is it Stamp or Stomp? I don't remember, it doesn't matter. Another is to focus on keeping yourself alive over the rest of the party. Use Monado Speed on a controlled Shulk, or Shield Bullet on a controlled Sharla instead of on someone else. And Dunban's Jaws of Death aura. Bringing Ricky and Ryan is also a strong choice of party members, because their extremely high health pools allow them to survive Titan Stomp. Stamp Stomp. A personal thought is Melia's Reflection art. It could be used to keep her alive while also turning Titan Stomp back on Naberius. Why? Are you closer than normal? But there is one catch-all option that I read about, which is just don't be by its feet, forehead. I need to lure it over here, I guess. So like on top of these raised pathways, I guess. Uh-oh. Oh! Just immediately. Oh right, I changed your setup by a lot.
Gone blurry. Don't give up. I'm right next to you.
that would require getting it over here somehow. And a few attempts, and like half an hour later, we're here. Prepare yourselves for absolute concentration, which is why I'm here. Hello, host commentary Sean. For this success, I'm taking on the role of Sharla to keep our chunky lads, Ryan and Ricky, kicking until the finale. So, let's go over what I'm doing here. Naberius always starts with Mega Flamethrow, so I've added Cure Round to my arts bar to remove the Blaze status from the party. That status can be a killer if you let it tick on top of what Naberius is doing. I have the Drive Boost Aura art on the bar, which increases the speed at which arts recharge, but prevents movement and auto attacks. I'm not particularly pressed about Sharla getting auto attacks in, it's all about the support here. I have Tranquilizer equipped to try to cut off Naberius' attempts to do things, namely Titan Stamp. Unfortunately, I couldn't really rely on that due to its big 70% resistance to sleep. During the run over to Naberius, I mentioned using Shield Bullet as a means of keeping Sharla on her feet if a stamp gets through. It had unfortunately run out by the time I failed to trank it, so there's a death. I have the usual Heal Bullet, Heal Blast, and Heal Round on, and a bullet I'd never really used before, Heat Bullet. A big portion of this fight is keeping the chain attack on standby, in order to use it to defend against Titan Stamp. Heat Bullet is used to keep Ricky's tension high, so that he can use his Happy Happy art to fill the party gauge. Speaking of heat, another big portion of this fight is managing Sharla's talent art Cool Off. Allowing the talent gauge to fill completely is a no-no. It takes substantially longer to empty when it's automatically triggered than it does when intentionally activated. And that downtime could be the difference between success and defeat. At this level, Ryan frequently has visions trigger on things that aren't Titan Stamp. I generally use the time those were up as safe cool-off periods, but I just had to take the risk a lot of the time. I don't believe I've gone over cool-off before, so I guess I can go over it again here. Sharla's heat mechanic is rather interesting, albeit annoying. Heat has a direct impact on Sharla's performance in battle. As heat increases, so does the damage she deals with her arts. Conversely, as heat increases, her arts also do less healing. It's technically an aura, so it cancels any other auras you might have active on her. While it's active, she recovers 3% of her maximum health every second. But she can't move, auto-attack, use arts, or participate in chain attacks for its duration. However, its duration isn't fixed, draining by percentage per second. And that percentage is why you should avoid letting it automatically trigger by reaching 100% heat. If it's activated below 100%, it drains at 35% per second. If it auto-activates at 100%, it drains at 15% per second. This rate can actually be improved by her ultimate sniper skill in her affection branch, which doubles the speed at which her talent gauge is drained. There's not much going on with the boys. I've cast aside their Break, Topple, and Daze arts, as Naberius has 100% resistance to those, to focus on damage output. Ricky does have a big role in this fight though, besides filling the party gauge like I mentioned earlier. The last time I fought Naberius, I managed to get to 30% health, which is when its Crazed aura is triggered. Crazed is a bad time, increasing its damage output, and you might have noticed that neither Shulk nor Melia are on this team, meaning no Monado Purge nor Mind Blast to clear Crazed. That's where Ricky comes in. His Behave art has a 75% chance of clearing Crazed, but the chance is reduced if his tension is low. Another reason for Heat Bullet.
Wait, don't rush off. Now! Everyone ready for a chain attack? Fire! You can withstand our chain attack.
This is a nightmare.
To work out.
Ricky feels tired. Man, that was scary.
Oh my god. That took a while. So yeah, Naberius is no joke. This took like 30 minutes to beat. But hey, it's dead now. Which means that I'm better than it. I keep mentioning doing the drugs side quest chain and then not doing that. See, the thing this time is the drugs are behind a quest with 2 routes, which each unlock their own follow-up quest in the late game. But see, the other thing is the drugs can only be done pre-late game, so it's a bit of a catch-22. I'm putting together a list of quests that have interactions with other quests in the late game, so I know what I should tackle at the end of this side quest bonanza and then roll back, or even not at all and just save till late game. I'm going to need to set aside a save specifically for this sort of stuff. For today though, after that harrowing fight with Naberius, we're going to be doing level 3 Colony 6 Reconstruction. Housing requires the X Iron Heart, the Sturdy Armor, and Oil Branch. Commerce requires Shiny Kromar Stones and Slick Kromar... Nope. Shiny Kromar Hides and Slick Kromar Stones, and Blue Ladybirds. Nature requires the Jagged Tail, Despair Clover, and Ice Cabbage. And Special requires Squall Element, Snow Element, and Lemonade Sky, which is blue, might I remind you. The X Iron Hearts can be farmed from Machna X, here at the X watering hole. Yep, that's it. Do I want to kill one of these each time? Sure, let's just kill everything. Wait, I still have them set for fighting Naberius.
Good job. Well done. Thanks. Good job to you too, Ricky.
Hey, are we forgetting someone?
Rain is smelly, Oruga. No good job for you.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna... Oh, forget it.
Like little kids.
Hey, we got an X Iron Heart. These are very easy to farm, and you only need one, which is lucky because the 2 trade options are only offer them in late game. One of our options for trading for the X Iron Hearts is Cyan, right here. She is 33 years old. I just thought that you should know that. It's her overtrade item for 1,740G. But again, it's only in late game. Nello is our other option for trading for the X Iron Hearts. He begins offering them at 2-star area affinity, again, only in late game. The Sturdy Armor is farmed from Flavel Andoses around the Aerith Sea area. I still haven't set them to not be set up for Naberius.
Yeah. This is the way. Just a little more. No problem at all.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
They also provide the Aqueous Andos Oil, which is required for a different series of quests that I'm not going to be doing until late game. Those can also be traded for. We do technically need a lot of sturdy armor. We need 4 for the Reconstruction, and then a further 6 for another quest that we'll be doing. The Flavel Andoses are the only enemies that can drop the aqueous Andos oil, so that's something to keep an eye on. Oh. That's the 6th piece of sturdy armor we need. Let's take them to Ruthan. He can make the deciphering machine. That's the quest I mentioned. We won't be doing that this episode. Why? Why are you an enemy that I need to kill? One of our trade options for the sturdy armor is Jarell over here by the main entrance.
Hello?
The sturdy armor is one of her initial trade options at 1-star affinity with the area. This 33-year-old child, Cian, is also another option for the sturdy armor. She begins offering it at 2-star affinity with the upper Bionis. Another 1-star affinity level trade option is Galdo, here in the Ascension Hall at the base of the stairs. And a final trade option for sturdy armor is Ariel, which is her overtrade item at 790G. Oil branches are a... There's one. Yeah! They're a collectible in Aerith Sea, so they're fairly common. You'll probably find plenty while wandering around this place. But if you're looking for trade options, Rickoth offers the oil branches starting at 2-star affinity with the upper Bionis. Scarlin also offers the oil branches starting at 2-star affinity with the upper Bionis. Yep, cool, great. Popipo offers it as her overtrade item at 6,300G. And Teelan offers the oil branch at 5-star affinity, no, 4-star affinity with the upper BIOS area, but only in the late game, so he's not really an option. I'm just staring at him, staring at this child. This is an important child, apparently. The shiny Kromar hides and slick Kromar stones, I believe, can be farmed from basically any Kromar in the Aerith Sea area.
Don't get careless.
This won't take long.
Ricky can win by himself.
Yeah, yeah. This is
Okay, now we're getting started.
But Ricky already started fighting.
no problem at all.
Who else wants some?
Not bad, not bad.
There's a slick Kromar stone. But yeah, just hunt these Kromar to the brink of extinction if you're looking for those Kromar items. We return to Ariel as our option for trading for the shiny Kromar hides. She begins offering the item at 2-star area affinity with the upper BIOS. And Talia. She offers the shiny Kromar hide as her overtrade item at 2,160G, but only in the late game. For the slick Kromar stones, we have Yura. He begins trading them at 2-star area affinity with the upper BIOS. And Muriel. She offers it as her overtrade item at 2,160G, but it's only in the late game, so she's not an option for us at this moment. Right, Muriel? The blue ladybirds are a collectible found in the High Entia tomb. For some reason. I don't know. And we return to this 33-year-old child as our trade option for the blue ladybirds. She doesn't begin offering them for trade until 4-star affinity with the upper Bionis area. But luckily they're not particularly rare collectibles, so you should be able to find them easily enough. They can most easily be found on the first basement floor in the southern room. That's where their highest spawn rate is. But if you're just running around in that area during the story, you'll probably find enough. For Jagged tails, one option for farming them is from the Aerith Ansels.
Don't get careless. No problem at all.
Not bad, not bad. Let's not lose our heads, though.
And from the Aerith Hills.
Don't get careless.
Ricky can.
Now it's
No
right
problem at
time.
all.
Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
Not bad, not bad.
They're the most common item that these two can drop, so you'll be probably getting them fairly easily. If you really just can't be bothered to try to farm the Jagged tails from the Aerith Ansels and Aerith Hills, you can certainly come to Karalth, who offers them for trades starting at 1-star area affinity. I'm starting to get tired of saying 1-star area affinity with the upper Bionis. No matter how many times I flub it. Another trade option for the Jagged tails is Rikoth, who offers them as her overtrade item at 650G. And a final option, which isn't actually an option, is Talia, who also offers them at 1-star area affinity, but only while in the late game. The Despair Clover is a collectible in Aerith Sea. They're around. You'll probably have found a few of them by the time you get to this part of the game. I said that real weird, real weird. Which is why I came to Forest Cave, so that I could just grab all of those. I doubt that the Despair Clover commonly spawns in this cave. But still, there were a lot. There were a lot of things to get here. If you're having trouble finding the Despair Clover, actually in Aerith Sea, Atael... Get back here, you freak.
Wanna play?
Wanna play? Atael also offers the Despair Clovers as a trade item, beginning at 2-star area affinity. I really hate saying that. I'm beginning to hate saying that all the time. But I have plenty. Another option, kind of, to trade for the Despair Clovers is Merlaze, but this only happens while he's actually in Aerith Sea. Like during his mother's quest, Bring Back My Son. He begins offering the Despair Clovers at 5-star area affinity with the upper Bionis, so it's really a kind of a long shot to get that from him. Atael is a much easier option. Fun fact, Atael is also 56 years old. Wanna play? The next item on our list is the Ice Cabbage. Here in Valak Mountain. A collectible here in Valak Mountain. Yes, cool. It is unfortunately actually fairly rare as a collectible. Its highest spawn rate is 6%. Also, only at night, so being at day isn't helping. A lot of things only show up at night here on Valak Mountain. It is pretty, though. It is real pretty. Hey, we got a nice cabbage. I think we have enough. Yes, we just barely have enough. Which is good. Because our only option to trade for the ice cabbages is Yura. He begins offering them at 4-star area affinity, but only while he's physically in Valak Mountain, which I believe only happens in the late game. Yura is also a Colony 6 invitee. We're going to be grabbing him at the end of this episode. So once we do that, he will not be going to Valak Mountain, which means he will never offer us the ice cabbages. So, tough luck. Unless you want to wait until the late game to invite Yura to Colony 6, you're just going to have to farm ice cabbages normally. Are you nervous, Yura? Are you nervous that this robot is circling you? Our next target... Oh, hey. Starstorm. Or the Bono Nebulas. They drop the Squall element. I believe we already have enough. As part of the Protect the Capital mission, we already had to kill 2 Bono Nebulas, and I believe we got enough Squall elements just from that. Get over onto land. You prick.
I hate these things.
Ricky can win by himself.
So tired.
Everyone do good.
Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
There we go. We got the Squall element. I believe that they can't spawn if it's raining, so you'll have to change the time if it's raining and you need to farm the Squall elements, but otherwise, I think that's fairly simple. I didn't specifically script this part of the thing. Another option for the Squall elements is the Emerald Nebula here in Prison Island. They're a little higher leveled, so if that spooks you, Bono Nebulas are perfectly available. Oh, and Argentus. And Argentus is one of the trade options for the Squall elements, but she only begins offering them at 5-star area affinity, and it's only in late game, so it's not really available right now. What the hell are you doing? Are you Zell Argentus? Yeah, you're her sister. You're her sister. Pushy, aren't you? Our actual only trade option for the Squall elements is Nello, who begins offering them at 3-star affinity. He has them right now. Right, Nello? Another technically an option is T-Lin again. Right, T-Lin? You wacky child, you. He offers it as his overtrade item at 2,610 G, but only in late game and during a specific quest. The next item that we need for the Reconstruction is the Snow Element, which we can acquire from Reef Nebulas here at the No Fall Tower.
Don't get careless.
On the ice.
Ricky can win by himself. Everybody, sidekicks do good.
We ain't even started yet, Gramps.
By
Now it's right time.
You're out of here.
Okay, slow is a little annoying.
It's wonderful to be with everyone. There's nothing around here that can beat us.
Not bad, not bad.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
And we're going to need to farm these guys because the trade option for them is Yura again. Only in late game. And if you haven't invited him to Colony 6.
You're out of here.
I know.
I really like our vibe.
Not be sane without Ricky.
Yeah, well played.
Ricky was cool, yes?
You were cool, Ricky. Because we're on a nice mountain. Get it? Oh, blew it. Oh well. I don't care enough. Get back here.
You're out of here.
Child's play.
Rhine.
That was a weird end to that. Hey, we got the snow elements. Great, we don't need to fight these anymore. The next item we're looking for is the Lemonade Sky. West is to the left, right? That's a collectible here in Machna Forest, and I don't really care to try to find them. I really don't. Okay, I haven't found them. Time for trading. There you are, Kalaki. Starting at 3-star area affinity with the middle BIOS area. Frontier Village area. Yep, cool. Kalaki begins offering the Lemonade Sky for trade. Ha ha ha!
Yahoo! Take this as well, too.
Rainbow Bug, great.
Oh!
Another trading option. Ah, here you are. For the Lemonade Sky is Rono, who also begins offering it. Yep, great. Who also begins offering it at 3-star area affinity with the middle BIOS. Rono. Did I mention his name? I don't know if I remember mentioning his name. It's Rono. Rono is the trade option. And our final trading option for the Lemonade Sky is Dr. Medi. It's his overtrade item for 12,240 G. You might also notice that I've changed Fiora's armor again. This is an attack-focused armor set. Since I have Rhine here to act as the tank, I don't need Fiora to be acting as the tank anymore. I have no idea how long this episode is yet. But let's get started. First, level 3 housing. Oh. Housing level increased by 1. We've built 8 houses and a housing block. Achievement, drawing a crowd. I should probably talk about achievements. I'll do that next episode.
Alright.
Once we hit 35% completion, we're going to be hit with a surprise quest. We need to do another Protect Colony 6 quest like before. Like at 15%, I think it was. Level 3 commerce. I think I pronounced that weird. What would it look like? What would it look like if we did commerce before housing? I'm kind of curious, but I also don't care enough. Commerce level increased by 1. 6 shops have been built. A new shop is now available in Colony 6.
Alright.
34%. Ooh. This will put us over the edge. What has happened? Oh, is these planters? Okay, yeah. Nature level increased by 1. Flowers have been planted on the main street, and the mine's ether crystals have gone up in rank. Now that we're hitting the level 3, level 4, level 5 of nature, each of these levels will increase the quality of the ether crystals that you can acquire from the ether crystal deposits in the ether mine underneath the colony and on the ether crystal deposits that are in the colony. Enemies are attacking one of the colony's ether planters. Maybe they are attracted to the ether there. Fend off the attack before one of the inhabitants gets hurt. There's a problem at an ether planter. Eliminate the violent enemies to help the residents feel at ease. Defeat 5 fiery Agnas in the area of the ether planter at the freight road. Can I do special real fast? I can, good. and then I'll deal with the enemies. Oh, we have a nice little park. Special level increased by 1. A park has been built. You can now get collectibles there. Level complete bonus, level 3. Streetlights have been built. Level complete bonus. You received a present from all the residents. Couple plus 4. I should probably point out that each time you increase the reconstruction level of Colony 6, oh, those are nice, the music actually changes. We obliterated those last two. Those poor bastards. You eliminated the threat of the raging enemies that had appeared by the ether planter. The attack is over, so everything should be normal. Should be back to normal now. Yep. Good.
Yeah, well played.
This is how we do it.
And with that, we come to the collecting of immigrants to Colony 6. But this is where I hit a bit of a snag. There are 5 that I can invite now that I've gone up to level 3 Reconstruction. 2 of these are mutually exclusive and are where the snag occurs. Colony 9's Mefimefi and Perrine. Only one can be invited to Colony 6, and each offer their own quest if they are. Perrine offers Hom's Determination, and Mefimefi offers Nopon Determination. Here we return to my list of quests that I'm putting off until either the end of the Sidequest bonanza or into late game. While Nopon Determination is available immediately, Hom's Determination isn't available until late game for whatever reason. So if I want to keep this choice consolidated into a single episode, I'll need to hold off on inviting either of them until late game. But this results in another problem. The next potential immigrant on the list, Norara, is only invitable if either Perrine or Mefimefi have been invited first. So it looks like I'll be postponing Norara's invite as well, which means that the entire Miss Sweetness sidequest chain is locked to me. But speaking of the Miss Sweetness plotline, a character that we can invite to Colony 6 is Berryjammy. She is one of the Miss Sweetness potential Miss Sweetnesses in Colony 6. The other one is Makrish, who I hate. So congratulations, Berryjammy. You win by default. The best kind of winning.
Wee. Berryjammy not want to stay in this village. Will not go out while sun is up. Others treat me different.
Why? What's wrong with you? Why do they treat you different? What's with that? What's with that?
Want to live in a village about this size with lots of greenery, but with few Nopon in it.
Invite to Colony 6, I guess.
You mean such a dream village actually real? Berryjammy want to go there. Hum will definitely accept Berryjammy for what I am.
What are you? What is the Miss Sweetness thing?
Will not treat me different because of Miss Sweetness thing.
Is it because of your name? Yeah, your name is pretty funny, but really?
Thank you, friends.
Berryjammy has moved to Colony 6. Reconstruction +2, population +3. And you remember what I said earlier? Yura, it's time for you to go.
Yes?
I've spent months and years trying to write my masterpiece. I was to depict my homeland, my dear Alcamoth. But recently, inspiration has left me to rot. Then I came to hear of Colony 6. I hear it is being reconstructed, but I think it perfect for my needs. Please, take me there if you will. I feel pangs of pain to leave here, but I think it is my duty as a poet. Writing of foreign lands and their strange people is enticing. I cannot contain my excitement. Yura has moved to Colony 6. Reconstruction +2, population +2. And this will be the last reconstruction I do before the late game. Technically, level 4 is perfectly doable now, but it requires collectibles from Mechonis Field, the next area that we're going in the story. Yes, cool. And as such, I'll be saving that for the late game, because I don't really want to interrupt the story much when I head back to it. But anyways, that might be all for this episode. Have a nice day. Night. Time. Goodbye.